While listening to Jungbub, I began to think about living a fulfilled life for our society and humanity. Should I continue to focus on what I'm doing right now, or are there any specific work or volunteer services I should do? You should just wait for now. Since you've met Jungbub and started listening to it earlier than most people who do not know about it yet, the number of people who study Jungbub is growing because it just started. You should wait while enjoying studying Jungbub. When the number of Jungbub families grows a little more, then I will give out a message about what to do next. I will release the messages so that you understand precisely what and why you should do certain things. You should not act on things that you don't understand. This is the law that Hongikingan should observe in the future. Do not rush to do things that you do not understand. Rather, build your strength while waiting. Having strength means to improve yourself with the knowledge that you lack, to be in good financial status, or forming good relationships with people. Holding a high position in the office also means having power. Equip yourself with these types of power whilst restraining yourself from doing things that you do not fully understand. For example, it is also your strength to own some land while improving yourself. Do not make your move until you fully understand it. What happens if you do what you don't understand? Strength will escape from you. What happens if you do things without understanding? You will do it wrong. Do not do things that you don't understand. Rather, wait while building your strength. Do things that you understand first. If you're not sure if you truly understand it, then form a relationship with a colleague. Your colleagues are your Jungbub family. While studying Jungbub, you can meet 스승님 and other Jungbub family members. If you find people who have the same intentions as you, then spend time with them and become their colleagues. If you do not understand something, you can discuss it with your colleagues and they will help you understand better. When things are difficult to handle alone from lack of understanding, then you can ask others to help you understand. Only do what you understand. However, even though you discuss it with your friends and you still cannot clearly understand, then you should not do it. If you don't understand your friend's advice, then you shouldn't listen to your friend. Don't do it just because someone told you to do so. If they ask, why didn't you do it even though I told you to do so? Then you should clearly answer because you didn't understand. You should say, you told me to do it, but I didn't clearly understand the exact reason. That's why I didn't do it. Then they can't be upset with you. If someone can make you understand something exactly, then it is the right answer to your question. But if not, it is not the answer for you. For example, imagine that a shaman told you to do an exorcism when you visited her to solve your issues. You will be fooled if you follow her without clearly understanding why you need to do an exorcism. Once you are fooled, you have to listen to the shaman for every trouble you face in the future. The shaman will be in control of your life from then on. Nothing would have happened to you if you didn't look for a shaman, but now that you have listened to her without clear understanding, she now calls on ghosts and provides a feast for them. You wouldn't be inviting more ghosts if you didn't listen to her, but now that you did, you now have more ghosts than you already had. The shaman might have subdued the ghosts initially. Soon, other ghosts will come and bother you. The people who have done an exorcism will need to do exorcism again. If you don't do it again, you will go crazy from your internal distress. When you do things that you don't understand, the difficulty will come to you from then on. So only do things that you understand. For example, a monk tells you to do an offering for your ancestral spirits to send them to heaven. If you just pay the monk to perform the ritual without completely understanding the rationale for it, then events will continue to occur forcing you to keep paying the monk. You have to keep paying the monk endlessly for various reasons. It is because you have done something that you didn't fully understand. The same logic applies to the pastor. You didn't know why you should believe in God. You believed in God when you didn't completely understand why. You just followed the pastor to get some emotional support. Why don't you realize that you're wasting 10 or 20 years of your life that way? Don't do anything that you don't understand. Don't study even this Jungbub if you don't understand it. Not studying is the right thing to do. Didn't you come to see me because you understood Jungbub? The power of Jungbub is no different. You are not seeking me because I have some huge special magical power. You are studying Jungbub because I explain the truth in terms suitable to your understanding. No one can take this power away. Humans are creatures of comprehension. If someone can make the other person understand something correctly, then that person has received that much power. The power comes from understanding. What you don't understand can be your source of strength. Humans are animals that comprehend. You can obtain strength as much as you have understood about something. If someone has made you understand what God is, then you will have the strength to use the power of God. This is what human beings are. Now is the era of Hongikingan. People need someone who can teach them the truth in a way they can understand precisely. Then the equivalent level of power from understanding will be given to them. Power will come to you by itself without you begging or being submissive. With this power, no one can dominate you. Just remember this: never act on things that you don't fully understand. Do you understand?